Oh, cool. I think I'm live. Hello, world. I'm Jeremy Kahn, and I am the creator of Chitchatter, a um, decentralized, ephemeral, serverless chat app that is meant for user freedom and privacy. I added a cool new feature that I'm going to be tweaking a little bit today. Let's see if I can get something done quickly. So let's show you my screen here. Here's chitchatter.im. It is open source. It's on GitHub. Where'd that go? I encourage you to check it out. It's pretty cool. And I just added a pretty cool new feature, which is embedding. Now Chitchatter is embeddable. So what that means is that you can click this Get Embed Code button and get OM code for an iframe and just pop that into whatever web app you're working on. You can of course tweak your width and height, but this just makes things easy because it allows the relevant permissions, and we'll be adding a new one today. And this is the relevant bit for actually embedding Chitchatter, and we can see what that looks like by just going to this dev.to article that I wrote yesterday, which is just going over the thing that I'm going over now. Here's an embedded chat room, which is pretty cool. People are actually using it, which is quite exciting, and saying butts, but you know, that's the internet for you. There's no censoring on this thing, so that's the risk you run. In any case, I realized that I got a little bit overzealous. So the way that this thing works, so let's take a look at the actual app. So when you create a chat room with Chitchatter, you have these buttons up here, and these most of these get hidden when you are embedding it. So like the copy link, the QR code, because you don't need those in an embedded context. But I went a little bit too far, and I need coffee, clearly. I also hid the full screen button, which I think would be helpful in an embedded context. So I'm gonna bring that back in. Just so we know how that works, we click the enter full screen button, and it should show up on the screen properly, but out is full screen, which is pretty handy. I just exit full screen with that, and that's how that works. In any case, I want to have that in the embedded context as well. So we'll go over to my local environment here where I've got Chitchatter running. And the way that you can do this as well, but go to a public room and just add on a query parameter for embed. And it should run in an embedded context. Hooray. So this is exactly what is being loaded when you embed something. Embedded. Cool. But let's bring back that one button because I think that's pretty handy. So let's go to my terminal here. I forgot where was that? I was working on this just yesterday. And embed, it's not in here. Is it in here? Nope. Let's take a look at the dev tools because that's how I usually find stuff. So let's go to components, go to this guy. This is inside of the shell app bar component, which I thought it was just in there. Maybe not. Shell app bar, embed. Oh, gotta type the right thing. There we go. Is embedded. Okay. So now look for full screen. And this is the thing that I don't want to hide anymore. So I'm basically just backing out a change that I made recently. Let's double check something real quick. I want to take a look at my Git history. This is where I made the change. I don't know why this is so sluggish for me. Now there's a way to hide. I think it's Control W. Hang on a second. White space. Toggle white space. Or showing if you can Control W. This is lazy Git for those who don't know. Cool. So that makes it much easier to see this now, or it should. Where did I put that? It's one of these things. Improve. Oh, okay. It's over here. There we go. Embed support. I was looking at the wrong commit. embed, drawer open, drawer closed, shell app bar. That's what I was looking for. Okay, now I'm hiding the white space. Sorry about that. Let's look down to, where'd my shell app bar go? Hang on a second. I think that I can focus on it. There we go. Okay, much better. Shell app bar. So yeah, just for okay, for the full screen. Yeah, all we just want to remove this change essentially, and we'll have to make one other tweak, which is, I think I can yank in parentheses, get rid of this. Boom. Critify. Get rid of that. And that should do it, I think. Ooh. Let's go back to Firefox here. Okay, cool. So now it is full screen. But there's one other thing we have to do, which is to, how do we get it? Okay. Enable the permissions. So if we look back at the embed code here, I suppose here, we have this allow list here, and we have to add a permission to the generated iframe code. And I believe that is, let's Google for it, mdn iframe allow. Wow. There's a, oh, that's cool. So, looks like that this is a separate thing we have to do entirely. Oh no, considered a legacy attribute and redefined as allow full screen. Okay, so now we do that. So really we just do this, and we go to, back to our code. I forgot where I put that. I think it's in a home. Iframe. Oh, embed dialog, iframe. There we go. Oh, that was supposed to be a semicolon. Okay, so now we go back to localhost. There it is. And now it should work. So what I can do to test this, I've got a little testing app, like app as in like it's a line of code. What we can do is this guy. So here's just something sitting on my desktop. There's my local embed, camera, microphone, display capture, and full screen. So now we go over to the little server that's serving it, go to that page, and okay, there's loading in an iframe, that's good. And then here's my moment of truth. It works! Hooray! Magic. Awesome. There's one other tiny tweak that I'd like to do, which is just move these to a list. Const permission allow list. What's a better terminology for this? Allow policy. What feature allow list? iframe feature allow list. Okay. It's gonna be camera. Gonna be microphone. I'm just copying what's down here. In fact, I'll just take that. Link. Oh, come on. And full screen. Okay, oop, there we go. That's good. Now I just want to take this and changing quotes. It's going to be iframe feature allow list join. Then join that on a semicolon. Much cleaner. Cool. And we can test that out, make sure I did it correctly by just refreshing the page. I didn't actually need to, but why not? And this should work just fine. And we'll take this and we will move it to my little test app, which is over here. Oh, whoops. It should be exactly the same. Double check. Can iframe it? That's good. I don't think the camera will work because I'm streaming and I think that OBS is taking over the camera, but let's give it a try. Oh, it might work. I don't know. I'm not too worried about if it doesn't, but let me try one other thing. It's possible that it didn't. Let's try. I'm gonna sanity check one thing. Oops, wrong thing. My bad. Let's see if I can share my screen. I guess you could take a look at my Spotify. Okay, okay, so that's good. Then if we go to, don't know that, okay, let's take this room key. It should theoretically work. We'll find, okay, it does work, cool. Awesome. So don't need to do that anymore. Not too worried about the camera not working because again, I think it's because of OBS. So I'm not gonna worry about it for now. In any case, it is, yeah, display capture microphone camera. That's the same as it was. I just want to sanity check one last thing because I'm paranoid. But let's see how production is working. Yeah, so it's camera, microphone, display capture, and we're just adding full screen. So that's good. So now we can commit this change. This might take a second because my computer's a little bit pokey when I'm running the stream, but I'll make sure it's all looking good. Do a self-review. Camera, microphone, display capture, full screen, good, good, good. Probably could write a test, but there's just not a lot of testing on this project, which I'm not too worried about, honestly, because it's very UI driven and based on a lot of external factors, but that's a discussion for another day. In any case, I'm gonna feat embed, allow enable full screen embedded chats. Okay. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna call it enable full screen because feature embed enable full screen. That's pretty straightforward, I think. Run this, runs the git commit, or runs the pre-commit hooks. Takes a second, runs slower because of OBS. We can see that my CPU is nearly pegged here. This is I'm running Tmux and I've got a little, you know, oh, you can't actually see that because my camera's obscuring it, but it was kind of using a lot of CPU. But now we see this. It is here. This is good. We're gonna push this to develop. And I feel pretty confident about this. I don't know why that's still red. Hang on a second. Okay, that's good. Let's see if that's actually in GitHub. It should be. GitHub. Chitchatter. Oh, my computer is bogging down. Yeah, so enable full screen. All right, and then I'm going to show you how to do a prod deploy, which only I can do because I'm the maintainer of the project. It's real easy. You just merge develop into main. Merge develop into main, yes. And then I push it. And that will be out shortly. We can see that here, the deployments. So I've got some GitHub actions running. This shouldn't take too long, I don't think. But we'll just let this run. But anyways, I think this is a pretty exciting feature. I think that it really, it's super simple to just like, you know, not just like you can embed a YouTube video like this one, you can now embed a chat room into any web app, and like it works. You just give it the room, whatever room identifier you want, and then boom, people can just join automatically. And I think it's pretty exciting. I hope to see I'm hoping this, to see people, find some interesting use cases for this. We shall have to see, or maybe nobody will care. That's sort of the roll of the dice that is open source software. Is that people, if you build something good, people will use it if they find it. Marketing is hard, which is why I'm trying to do more of these dev stream type things. Spread the word. Share Chitchatter with your friends. Like and subscribe if you would like. I suppose that is the thing to say on a YouTube video. But smash that like button while we wait for a build process to complete, which I have spent way too much of my life doing that. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Oh, we could also take a look at the Vercel. Ooh, I want to show you one cool thing, which is the turn server metrics. So someone from, I believe, Sweden has very kindly offered to allow me to use their turn server. And that enables connections for some network. I'll back up. Chitchatter relies on peer-to-peer connections. When those peer-to-peer connections cannot be made, it needs a relay server. This is standard WebRTC technology. That's just how all WebRTC peer-to-peer apps work. Chitchatter is just subject to the same technical limitations of any other P2P based app, and it can be hard to get a turn server, but someone has, which is the relay server. Turn equals relay, essentially. And what we're seeing here, it's a bit larger for you, is the turn server that has been volunteered to the Chitchatter project, as it's been used over the last couple of months. And in September, it was about 41 gigs were transferred. That includes text, audio, video, screen share, file transfers. And again, that's only used if a direct peer-to-peer connection cannot be made. So there is some significant usage on this. I have no really hard metrics because I don't have Google Analytics set up on Chitchatter, which is sort of the point. It's meant to be totally anonymous, private, and decentralized, and I collect no telemetry, which if you don't believe me, which you shouldn't believe me because I'm some random guy on the internet, you can check the source code. It's all on GitHub, totally open source. You can look at the build artifacts. If you really don't trust me, which again, you shouldn't, I'm some random guy on the internet, you can self-host, which there are guides for, which you can do for free on your own infrastructure, GitHub, on your own, VPS, whatever you want to do, but the power is yours. I just offer my own, chitchatter.im instance as a courtesy, because I think it's a good thing to offer, which, I'll vouch, I guess, for myself that it is secure and safe and I'm not spying on you. But again, don't trust me. I'm some random guy on the internet. You should trust yourself. So if you want to self-host, I highly encourage that. But you're also welcome to use my fork. And, got it on my Scout's honor, even though I was a Cub Scout, not a Boy Scout. Scout's honor that there's nothing nefarious going on, but I'll leave that up to your own good judgment. In any case, it's pretty exciting to see people actually use this thing. Let's go back to the GitHub Actions to see if the thing is deployed. It looks like it should be. Okay, let's see what's on here. Okay, refresh. Should get an update indication, unless it might still be cycling through or something. Might take a second. Deployment. No. Come on, refresh. Phone. If I just make sure it didn't break anything. Why did that not deploy? It should have. Till page is deploying complete. Oh, wait, why did that not? Hang on a second. Let's take a look at my main branch. I did merge it to main. It should have deployed. Deploy to GitHub pages. Huh, that's weird. That has never happened, and of course it's happening on a stream. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so it wasn't deployed. It's probably just propagating through whatever GitHub systems are. Come on. It should show full screen. I don't know why it doesn't. Let's take a look at Vercel, my preview environment. And then I have to get to work. Like my actual job. This is not my job. I don't get paid for this. I'm working on changing that with GitHub sponsorships, but that's how it is today. Let's take a look at my active branches. I don't think I deploy on main. No, I don't deploy on GitHub pages. God, this thing's pokey. This may be some GitHub infrastructure issue, because it should have deployed. I'm not sure why it hasn't. Come on. Really weird. I've never seen that. Main. Do I have main? Okay, main. Yeah, should be there. Oh, well, didn't mean to click that. Let's. How do I get to Chitchatter production deployment? Okay, so I know that like I did everything right. It's just GitHub's taking a little while to apparently deploy it to GitHub pages, which is very unfortunate. I'm sure it'll be there, but I think that they're just let's take a look at GitHub status. Well, looks like they're up, so I'm sure it'll come. We just apparently have to be patient. Well, I'm curious what happens if I try a different browser. Chromium. It's possible this is a me thing. That's always possible. Well, try that. No, it really doesn't want to deploy. Okay. Well, I'll give it a little bit of time, and then I'll try it again later. Unfortunately, it won't happen for this stream, but that's how you make a change. Theoretically, this would be deployed, but GitHub is being pokey, so I guess we will have an anticlimactic end for this stream, unfortunately, because there does not appear to be much that I can't do. I may have to rerun the job later, but, you know, that is what it is. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. Hope to do more of these things, and have a great day. Bye, y'all.